So the LG V30 and the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 are two phones that are going to be pretty heavily compared throughout the remainder of 2017. If you're considering buying an LG V30, you're most likely also considering a Galaxy Note 8 and vice versa. And both of these phones have their pros and their cons. There are certain things that the LG V30 does better, and there's certain things that the Galaxy Note 8 does better. But in this video, we're going to be focusing on the LG V30 and why you should consider it over the Galaxy Note 8. So here are 5 reasons why the LG V30 is better than the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. So as a quick disclaimer, this is not a video bashing the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. The Note 8 is an awesome smartphone, and we could totally make the opposite video, 5 reasons why the Note 8 is better than the LG V30. And if you guys want to see that video, let us know down in the comment section below, and also let us know by hitting that thumbs up button as well. But let's go ahead and dive right into number 1, and that is the Hi-Fi DAC and MQA support. So with the Hi-Fi DAC in the LG V30, this is going to allow you to get much higher quality audio with less noise, less distortion, and much better dynamic range. And you don't need the highest quality pair of earbuds or headphones to be able to hear the difference, but the built-in DAC will allow you to be able to drive much higher impedance headphones to let you fully take advantage of that sound. Now, new to the LG V30 are some customization options built in for the DAC. So you have the ability to set some sound presets and also some digital filters that allow for a more ambient, natural, or clearer sound. So you can really tune the audio specifically for your ears to how you want it to sound. And they make it really simple and easy to do, but you still have all the other features as well, like the 75-stage volume control and left and right channel controls. Also new to the V30 is the support for MQA. MQA stands for Master Quality Authenticated, and this basically allows you to listen to high-res audio without the huge file sizes that typically come along with them. So the file sizes are a lot smaller, and because they're a lot smaller, you can actually stream high-res audio without killing your bandwidth. Right now, the only streaming service that supports MQA is Tidal, but hopefully this will come to other major streaming services like Spotify and Google Play Music in the future. Reason number 2 is the fingerprint sensor, and this may sound like a weird one because they both have fingerprint sensors, but the LG V30 simply just does it better. It's centered along the back, so it's a lot easier to reach, and it also doubles as a power button, which is something LG has been doing for quite some time now, and I actually like that a lot. On the Note 8, it's a lot higher up and it sits next to the camera, so it's in a very awkward location, and you can get used to it with a little bit of muscle memory. And to be fair, Samsung did make some minor adjustments to make this one a little bit better and easier to use than the one that was on the S8. It's slightly more recessed now, so it's easier to find by feel. And they've also created more separation between the camera lenses and the fingerprint sensor by putting the heart rate monitor and the camera flash in between. So smudging the camera lenses is a lot harder to do. But if we're being perfectly honest here, this is really just a temporary fix until Samsung can figure out what they really want to do with the fingerprint sensor, which is embed it in the screen or something along those lines. Next up is the video recording capabilities, and no one is doing it better than LG right now, and they've added some really exciting features to the LG V30. The most notable one is the ability to shoot in log. If you've ever used a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, you might be familiar with log. On Sony, it's called S-Log, V-Log on Panasonic, and C-Log on Canon, so on and so forth. And log is a format that allows you to shoot a completely flat image that you can manipulate a lot heavier in post in terms of color grading and color correcting. Log also gives you much better dynamic range, so you have a lot more detail in the shadows and the highlights. Now, if you don't want to mess around with log, you have a new feature called CINE-LOG, which allows you to apply color grading presets directly in camera. So if there's a specific look that you want, but you don't want to fumble around with post-production in Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, you can do this in CINE-LOG. There's a bunch of different color grading presets, and it makes it really simple and easy to do. Sticking to the topic of cameras, reason number 4 is the wide angle lens. Now, both the LG V30 and the Note 8 have dual cameras, but the V30 has the wide angle, whereas the Note 8 uses a telephoto lens that gives you 2x optical zoom. And both of these types of lenses have their own use cases, but if I had to pick between wide angle or telephoto, I would go with wide angle every time, simply because I think there's a lot more use cases with wide angle. There's a lot more situations where wide angle comes in handy. And if you're a big traveler, like a lot of us here at Android Authority are, where we go to a lot of trade shows and a lot of events, having a wide angle lens is extremely useful, especially when you want to take landscapes or architecture. The pictures are a lot more breathtaking and a lot more epic looking. So wide angle, I think, is a lot more awesome. And if you want to take a group photo, you don't need a selfie stick in order to do it. Another really cool thing about wide angle is that you don't have to take any steps backwards to fit the subject into the frame. And in some situations, you don't really have that much room to step backwards. So that wide angle really helps out a lot. And there's a certain level of fun to be had with a wide angle lens that you simply just don't get from a telephoto or even a monochrome lens. The fifth and final reason why the LG V30 is better than the Galaxy Note 8 is it's cheaper. Okay, so we don't actually know the official price of the V30 just yet. It has not been confirmed, but rumor has it that it's going for around 800,000 KRW in South Korea, which converts to $699 US. And the LG Twitter sweepstakes also showed a price of $750. So it's gonna be around $200 cheaper than the Galaxy Note 8 if these prices are indeed true. And $200 is a pretty significant amount of money that would sway a lot of people's buying decision. And unless you really need the S Pen and you get a ton of utility from it, you're better off just saving your money. Your wallet will thank you, and your bank account will also thank you. So that wraps up our 5 reasons why the LG V30 is better than the Galaxy Note 8. What do you guys think of this list? And are there any other features of the V30 that you think makes it better than the Galaxy Note 8? Let us know down in the comment section below. And if you want to see a 5 reasons why the Note 8 is better than the V30, let us know that in the comments below as well, and we'll do our best to make that happen. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel, which is also down below. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And as always, check us out on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Google+, all that good stuff will be linked down below. And check out the website as well, AndroidAuthority.com, because we are your source for all things Android.